Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of ISO's Kitchen Diaries, where we learn to cook dishes from all around the world. Today's episode, we'll learn how to make a specialty curry inspired from South Asian curries. None other than taught by our secretary, Jonathan Summerlin. Hey Jonathan, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing amazing, brother. Big shout out to the ISO for having me on here today. I'm so excited to showcase this amazing dish with you guys.
So if you're ready, let's get cooking.
Let's do it. For the ingredients today, we'll be using 5 pounds of chicken, 1 whole onion, and a batch of cilantro. On top of that, we'll be using masala powder, garlic paste, garlic powder, parsley flakes, ground cumin, ginger, vegetable oil, chili powder, and salt.
Now that we know the ingredients, let's ask Jonathan, what inspired you to come up with this recipe?
Honestly, my brother, I've always been a fan of South Asian culture, and over the years living in the International House, being involved with the JSU International community, I've met a lot of friends from Nepal and India, and they really inspired me just to kind of get into the food side of it, and I love food, and I've always been a fan of cooking. So I kind of just wanted to really learn how to make the South Asian curry, and then I put my own twist on it to give it like my own flavor.
Love that, love that. So, let's just cook.
Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So the first step is you're going to want to marinate your chicken. One thing I've learned over the years with cooking curry is there's no such thing as over seasoning the chicken. You can put as much in it as you want because that's just going to add more flavor. So we're going to start with chili powder, but you don't have to do it in this specific order. So you just got to go ahead and season that bad boy up, and like I said, there's no such thing as over seasoning the chicken. Literally put as much or as little as you want to. Once you feel like you've got a decent amount in there, then you're going to want to go ahead and put your hand in it. Making curry can be a gruesome job, but I promise you the flavor is going to be worth it, and you're going to want to marinate it with your hands manually. Alright, so the next ingredient we're going to marinate the chicken with is going to be masala. Now this bad boy right here is what's really going to give it that South Asian, Indian, Nepali type of taste. So this one, like I said, along with the other ingredients, you can't over season it, but out of all the ingredients, this is the one you're really going to want to put in there. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and dig back in. Alright, the next ingredient is going to be ground cumin. Now I'm going to be honest with you all, for the ones watching at home, when I first ventured into making curry, I did not realize the importance of this ingredient. It wasn't until this past summer that I realized that cumin is definitely a main asset for curry. While marinating your chicken, sometimes it can get a little dry and give you a funny feeling on your hands. So if at any point in time it does do that, you can just add a little bit of cooking oil, not too much, and that'll loosen everything up. Because you're going to cook the chicken in oil anyway, so adding it before you put it in oil isn't going to hurt anything. Alright everyone, so now I'm about to go ahead and put the oil in the pot and let it be heating up. So you need a very, roughly good sized pot, something around this size depending on how much curry you're going to make. And you're going to use quite a bit of vegetable oil. So we're going to go ahead and put it in here. I would say roughly about half the bottle should get the job done. You can always stop and check to make sure you have enough in there. Maybe add just a little bit more. And that should get the job done. And as far as the temperature goes, you're going to want to put it right below medium so it'll heat up slowly and it won't burn the chicken when you cook it. Alright, so the next ingredient we're going to use is garlic powder. I cannot stress to you enough how important and essential garlic is. It is one of the main flavors. We're not just cooking chicken curry, but any form of chicken. Garlic is exactly what you're going to need. Alright everyone, so the next ingredient we're going to use is going to be garlic paste. Now this ingredient you're really going to want to merge around the curry, and you're really going to want to mash it in so it can marinate and soak while your oil is heating up. Alright ladies and gentlemen, the last pre-marinated ingredient we're going to add is turmeric. Now I want you to hear me very carefully. Turmeric is literally just for decoration and that small extra little spice of flavor. You do not need to add a lot of turmeric at all. Literally just a few drops are going to get you where you need to go. You really don't want to over-season your chicken with turmeric because it's not meant for that. Alright everyone, so the next thing that we are about to do is season your oil. This is going to let the chicken cook inside of it, and it's going to give it that extra flavor. So you want to use these ingredients to season your oil. You want to use your chili powder. Then you're going to want to go ahead and put your masala in there. Then you're going to want to add some garlic powder. And then some cumin. And then just a little bit of turmeric. You're still not going to want to add a lot because turmeric was not meant for that purpose. Alright. Alright everyone, so as you can see, I've dropped a small piece of chicken inside of the oil. That's how I know it's ready to be cooked. So now what we're going to do is dump the rest of the chicken in here and we're going to get to stirring. So you want to be very careful because this grease is hot. Then you're going to want to start stirring for the first minute and a half to 2 minutes. Make sure you cut your temperature down just a little bit. And you're going to want to let your curry slow cook. Alright everyone, so after your chicken is about 75 to 80% done, you want to go ahead and start adding your onions. So you just want to sprinkle them in there. Onions are literally just for that extra bit of flavor. And this is what's really going to make the chicken more gravy and give it that curry texture. Make sure you get all the onions in there between the meat really good so they're not clumped up together. Alright, let's keep the vibe going. The next ingredient that we're going to add is going to be the cilantro. So you're going to want to sprinkle that in there. Alright everyone, for the last and final ingredient to this curry, you're going to want to add your parsley flakes. This really doesn't do a lot for flavor. It's more so just for decoration, you know, to make it a little pretty. Alright ladies and gentlemen, after you add your parsley flakes, you're just going to continue to stir. Your chicken should be about 100% done by this point. And that, my friends at home, is how you make South Asian curry with a little bit of Jonathan's twist.
Alright guys, that's it for this episode of Kitchen Diaries. Next time we'll bring more dishes and more fun. Till then, with me and Jonathan, we'll enjoy this curry. See y'all later.